You know what I'm saying? But yo, shout out to everybody, family. Happy New Year. I'm hoping the New Year is going great. We only the second day in, and I'm talking about it's been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we had a dude in New Orleans going through crowds. We got cyber trucks exploding. We also got we just had something in Baltimore. I mean, in Queens, New York, that just happened. I mean, y'all gotta pray. Cause I think the Lord's about to return. This is the craziest stuff in the world. So not only that, you know what I'm saying, if we go to the YouTube world, this was not something that I was expecting. I sure would have missed this parlay. You feel me? I would have missed this one for real. I didn't really expect the Dearra and Ken situation. This is quite. I mean, listen. I can't listen. Now YouTube don't surprise me, but this was surprising. Especially the legal, the money, the paperwork. You feel me? Now I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? I react to everybody, so I don't please don't come over here with a side. I don't have a side. You feel me? The only side I look at is the right side. And right now, if anybody talking about some money, it need to be. I need to know what's going on with the money. We got to follow the trail. Now listen, everybody used to love Dearra and Ken. I used to love their travel vlogs. Their travel vlogs was everything. They had a relationship. It was some infidelity that went on. They broke up. You know what I mean? From the looks of it, you would have thought it was amicable. Dearra moved on. And Ken moved on. Or whatever. Now, Ken also had some medical issues as well. I reacted to some stuff like that. However, read these documents. They were making money, dog. That serious, they was making money. We finna get into these documents. Hold on one second. We finna get into it. Because, boy, I'm talking about, bruh. Shit. Kid, who was you thinking, my boy? Hey, real talk. Hold on one second. Let me pull this on up. We finna get into the whole
document. All right, let's go ahead and address it.
I don't want to get into Ken first. We're going to get into the documents first. And then we'll get into Ken. We don't want to hear nothing you saying, Ken, till we read the black and white. We need the black and white on this thing. All right, look. Let's get into it. Now, we going page by page in this thing, and we going to read it. So if you got somewhere to be, you might want to just look at this a little bit later. You feel me? Because I got to know all of everything. You feel me? All right, look. So this was the thing. It was filed in the cab. So, you know what I'm saying? She after her paperwork, it was definitely filed. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So it says, and we're going to go through it. Now comes plaintiff Dearra Taylor by and through under signed counsel on the filed complaint against defendant Kenneth Walker. All right? It says breach of, fiduciary duty, theft by taking, theft by conversion, and embezzlement, breach of contract and unjust enrichment, and other misconduct, as more specifically set forth herein. Plaintiff hereby petitions this honorable court for general damages, special wages, punitive damage, damage resulting from Walker's actions, and other appropriate and just relief, stating as follows. Now listen, I seen a lot of people, man, you know what I'm saying, in comment sections like, oh, they was going together. Listen, money is money. Money. There's relationships, there's personal, and then there's business. You know what I mean? Once we break up and we establish we're going to have a business, I can't look at you personally no more. It's a business. It's just that simple. You feel me? So if he owe us some money, and we finna find out, you feel me? This is what it's got to be. All right, so he says, the court says, the court has jurisdiction over the matter of this action. Walker is a resident of DeKalb County, Georgia, and is subject to jurisdiction and venue of this court. Subject matter, we want to get into the stuff. All right, defendant Kenneth Walker is a natural person residing in DeKalb. This court has personal jurisdiction over Walker because he's principal resident and blah, blah, blah. All right, let's keep moving on. We want to get into the meat and the potatoes. All right. Taylor and Walker are public figures with successful careers as social media influencers. Taylor and Walker began dating in 2014. At the time, Taylor was an aspiring social media influencer with a small following, and Walker was working at the Home Depot. What? After approximately 3 months of dating, Taylor and Walker decided to go into business together. So Taylor created a YouTube. Now listen. So Taylor created a couple's YouTube channel, Dearra and Ken for life, for the parties. I'm making sure we read this because, see, a lot of people be looking at it. And I know it's a lot of people, too, in these comments who is not really that fond of Dearra. But you don't got to be fond of her. Business is business. And from the beginning, it looks like that she was the one who always had the idea of what they could become. Now, people don't understand that is also very important. Who thought the idea? Who brought the idea through? Stuff like that matters, and you can get punitive damages for that shit. So y'all make sure y'all read it black and white a little bit too. So it says the YouTube channel quickly grew in popularity, and after the parties received their first check on YouTube, Walker was able to quit his job. I mean, damn. See how life changed? Yo, that's in 1 month he was able to quit. Shoot, what? In 2016, the parties decided to formalize the business and established DK4L LLC on July 19, 2016 in the state of Georgia. Yada, 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 yada. As the party's YouTube channel continued to grow, they started to receive many... Hold on. Okay, let me stop right here. They began to receive many lucrative brand deals with major companies and brands. Launched DK4L merchandise, had the opportunity to go on tour, meet fans, and even get the opportunity to be in a blockbuster movie. I mean, damn, they came up quick, didn't they? Didn't they come up quick, ain't it? At this point, the parties were traveling a lot and decided to expand their business to include a second YouTube page, Vlogs by DK4L, where the parties logged about their travels, and I love that page. Drop it in the comments if you was on that page. Now, what I'm going to also do, because you know I'm extra, after we get through this, I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I want to kind of know what y'all on and what y'all thinking of. You know what I'm saying? We going to get into all that. So anyway, it says... At this point, the parties was traveling a lot and decided to expand their business to include a second YouTube page. And I love that one. All right, look. The parties were a brand and took the necessary steps to protect their brand, trademarking DK4L for clothing and entertainment services in 2018. I got to give it to Dearra. I got to give it to Dearra. She's always been a savage when it came down to the business end. Some people just got it naturally. You feel me? And DK Gang for Fan Group in 2019. Taylor's personal brand grew during this time, and she was offered independent deals with brands such as Savage, Fenty, and Fashion Nova. Although Taylor was offered these deals as an individual, separate and apart from DK4L, she put all the earnings from the individual deals into DK4L account as a measure of goodwills towards Walker and the business that they had built together. In other words, you know what I'm saying? She said, hey, this finna be my husband. Our money is our money anyway, so there's no need for me to separate anything, even though I got a lot of individual things. But I'm reading this right now, and even though I'm married to Shamika, I'm ready to get my paperwork in track. I'm ready to get mine intact. No, I'm just playing. Y'all. Don't be coming at me. Now, it said, at this point, the DK4L LLC brand and Happy Couple had grown into a multi-million-dollar business and was thriving. Unfortunately, the party's brand as a Happy Couple, consequently, the DK4L LLC began to suffer when Walker was involved in a series of cheating scandals that went viral. Man, this woman said a series, bro. You had a whole series, kid. Come on, bro. I thought it was just that couple times. I remember one time, then I remember the other time when you was holding the booty in the parking lot. I remember that time. But it's a series, bro. I would have never thought it was no series. But she was saving him a lot, because she could have easily went left and just still been... Okay, let me keep going. Walker apologized and promised that he had learned his lesson, every man in America, from his mistake and would never cheat again. And Taylor sought counseling as the parties attempted to reconcile. Ain't that about a bit? Men go out and do wrong, and then we got to go to somewhere and get help for our minds. You know what I'm saying? Because the thought of, you know what I'm saying, somebody... it's crazy. Things seem to be back on track for the parties in 2019. Walker proposed to Taylor in Greece, and Taylor accepted. Yeah, that was a really dope vlog. You know what I'm saying? Walker was a changed man. After the proposal, the brand not only recovered, it skyrocketed. During COVID-19, the parties was on lockdown together and made content daily, which helped bolster their business and stuff like that. But in November of 2020, the business and Taylor, you know what I'm saying, was shattered. Ken, you got a problem. Was shattered when Walker was caught in yet another cheating scandal that went viral. Walker was devastated by the negative press that followed, and Taylor showed mercy towards Walker, who suffered mentally as a result of negative press by staying with him. However, things were never the same. Yeah, I gotta give it to Dearra, because I remember the last cheating scandal. She almost made me believe that I didn't believe what I was believing. Because she was after, I mean, like, for real, I almost believed her. That's how she was really stepping by how Ken, trying to keep their brand good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, golly. But anyway, Taylor began doing solo content segments to post to party's YouTube channel to make sure the channel had new content and continued to bring in revenue. Walker was angry and took issue with Taylor doing solo content, although his cheating was the reason they couldn't do joint content, and he didn't take the initiative to make any individual content for their YouTube channels, knowing content was vital for the DK4L LLC's success. Walker's anger was unwarranted, as the money from Taylor's content was still going directly into the brand's channel, the LLC's account. During the time, Walker refused to make content and do the work necessary to repair the party's brand, and he did not want Taylor to make solo content. Again, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So you didn't want her to do any solo content. In other words, not feed our family. You know what I'm saying? But then you didn't want to do duo content either. That ain't even make no sense. Somebody got to pay somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, them landlords don't care nothing about love. But anyway, he refused to make it. So Taylor, however, was legally obligated to continue to make content, as she was under contract with several brands. So she continued to do just that. You know what I'm saying? It says Taylor's popularity grew even more as she produced more and more independent content, and Walker got more and more jealous of her independent success, and it became apparent the relationship was on the rocks. In other words, he was fuming. He did not want to see baby girl, you know what I'm saying, having a name without him. In May of 2021, while Taylor was out of town completing a brand deal, Walker once again got caught up in another scandal involving women that went viral. This time, Walker was seen on live stream flirting with other women and asking them inappropriate questions. Walker again pleaded with Taylor to stay and tried to blame the media for trying to keep them apart. He also attempted to use emotional blackmail to get her to stay, as he had done in the past. However, this time it was unsuccessful. In May 2021, Taylor and Walker officially split. We all seen the video. We didn't buy it though. We knew he had did something. But anyway, shortly thereafter, Walker informed Taylor that he was moving out of their shared apartment that he had found. A new home, was getting a car separate and apart from the vehicle they shared, and informed Taylor that he didn't want anything from the house and had no intentions of helping Taylor move. Men cheat and then they get mad, ain't it? Like, bro, you cheated. At least help her move. Bro, you inconveniencing the whole family. All right, hold on. So it says Taylor moved out without much assistance from Walker. And then Taylor became aware that Walker attempted to collect payments from Taylor's personal deals and sponsorship behind her back. After this, it became clear the parties could not continue as business partners. They attempted to reach an agreement on their own, but they couldn't agree. So they enlisted the attorney who they typically use for their other business matters. With the help of lawyer, the parties would reach agreement. Taylor would pay a remaining balance of the Tesla. The parties shared out of her personal money, and in turn kept the Tesla. The Tesla was subject to a loan secured by $40,000 of the party's money. So agreed they would split the $40,000 evenly, even after the loan was paid off and the bank returned the money. So as you guys, you see that, you know what I'm saying? The Tesla was going to be Dearra's. After they got the $40,000 loan back from the bank, they was going to split the $40,000, $20,000, but she was going to retain ownership of the vehicle. You know what I mean? It says the parties agreed to leave the YouTube pages active so they can continue generating money, and to split money in the DK4L LLC account, with $220,000 going to Walker and $254,000 going to Taylor. God damn. Yo, y'all was quietly getting it, boy. I'm talking about, woo, this look like marriage shit. You know what I'm saying? They like they were married, boy. That's a lot of quan. That is a lot of guacamole. So anyway, it says Taylor's cut being higher because of the higher contribution to the account. Of course, he wasn't working. He didn't even want to work. All right, so after the payout, the parties agreed to leave the remaining balance approximately 80. So y'all was able to split that money and still leave 80 bands in the bank like it was like nothing? Yeah. In the account to cover outstanding bills, staff payroll, and other obligations of DK4L LLC. So in other words, they said, listen, we don't know. It still might be some left, but let's keep that $80,000 just in case somebody need to get paid. I hear that. Shoot. Taylor and Walker will both get to keep their retirement accounts each. Now, this is what I don't understand with these boys. And y'all got to enlighten me with these. Now, listen, I know when we see a YouTube couple, our hearts is supposed to love them both. And in most cases, we do until the man messes up. You feel me? Now, we done had some cases where the woman messed up too. But in this case, I don't understand how men could be in situations till you making this type of money, right? You making this type of money till we out, and this ain't even counting the house they had. I know that's gonna probably be a little bit later in the affidavit, but this is just from the channels, dog. How can you be a man and mess this up with somebody who is regular? You feel me? I don't understand it, dog. You don't even know this girl that you about to knock off if she even got something, and you willing to risk that over this? Bro, I don't understand. But anyway, let's keep going. It says, without the party and the thing, okay, so the 80,000. We at the 80,000. We there, where we at now? Okay, right here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Because what they said worth 70? Taylor, and they had retirements too. Taylor and Walker would both get to keep their retirements accounts, each valuing at $70,000. Now, what I will say, they had their stuff together. They had it together. You hear me? They had it together. And I know a lot of that probably came from Dearra's brain. Not saying nothing wrong with Ken, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but I could tell that Dearra was a very, very running factor when it come down to making sure everything was financially sustained. But it said the parties did not discuss their other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat because they never made money from those platforms. On or around November 23rd of 2022, Taylor was paying DK4L LLC's bills out of DK4L LLC's account and discovered the account was almost empty. Bro, you didn't even know how to sneak to where you just take a little bit and put it back and a little bit. You almost took the bank. When Taylor checked the account, she realized that Walker had transferred a series, not one, a series of large lump sums of money to himself without saying a word to her and in violation of the agreement that was made. When Taylor asked Walker about it, he admitted to taking the money and claimed it was because he was drowning in medical bills and couldn't work. Now, I do remember him going through a medical issue. But, bro, you left with... Okay, let's go. Even though the majority of the money was stolen prior to Walker incurring the medical bills, Walker not only acknowledged that he stole the money, he acknowledged that he owed and was obligated to pay back the money he took from the DK4L account. After taking a more in-depth review of the transactions in DK4L, because you already know, she probably said, oh, this is almost missing. Now I need to see when he was doing this, how soon, how long. I get it. I'm sorry. I mean, when it's something that I work to, y'all can't be looking at it as a relationship. I mean, bro, you got to know these things. After taking a more in-depth review of the transactions in the DK4L LLC account, Taylor realized Walker had been stealing money from DK4L LLC account for over a year. Beginning towards the end of the relationship, damn, Ken, how you gonna be cheating and stealing? I don't get men. They don't be thinking right. Discovered that Walker had received the $40,000 collateral back from the bank from the secured Tesla loan without giving her half of the $20,000 as previously agreed. You can't be stealing, bro. Cheating. No, I'm just playing. But you can't be stealing and keeping the money. She helping you, bro. Hold on. While Walker admitted to stealing the money, admitting to receiving and spending the money from the secured Tesla loan, and agreed to pay it all back, Walker tried to justify his action by claiming Taylor had spent more money out of the account during the relationship. Bro, you can't go back to when y'all was together. Y'all ain't no more. That don't work like that. It don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that, bro. It said in December 2022, the parties again enlisted their business attorney to help the parties figure out the best path forward as the tensions between the parties continue to increase. Now, I will have to say one thing. You have to salute Dearra for this type of stuff. Because you would have never known it was this bad. She never brought it up into the internet, never really said anything about him. So when it comes down to that part of it, you got to say, damn, she was really trying to help this man keep a legitimate face on his brand. It ain't going to look good after this, though. But let me show you. With the help of their business attorney, the parties came up with a new agreement that addressed the car, the YouTube channels, and the real estate. Walker could keep $40,000 and sign the title to the Tesla over to Taylor. Since the parties could not agree on how their YouTube channels would be used by who and buyout and a buyout fee for used by one party, the parties agreed to delete their YouTube channels as it was only beneficial to Walker, who was stealing all the she probably said was stealing all the assets and stealing all of his earnings. Walker and Taylor would split the proceeds from the real estate 50-50. The parties agreed to dissolve the business, which was officially dissolved on December 30th of 2020. Yo, you know what I'm really over here trying to understand is like, what happened? Because you would think that this would be something that a man would love. You know what I mean? You had a woman, you know what I'm saying, since you was at Home Depot who pretty much gave y'all the opportunity to make this type of money. So now you're making it. You proposed to this woman. And you really can't stop cheating? Bro, you was set up. You was set up. He was set up. He was set up. She got a whole eyelash. She got a whole eye company now, bro. Like, you was set up. Now you out here looking crazy. Crunchy. Hold on. All right, so it said Taylor and Walker honor all of the terms of this agreement, but failed to honor the agreement to repay Taylor made between parties independently for the money stolen from the DKO account. So basically, all the money that he had stole, she still again gave him another chance and said independently, look, bro, pay me back that money. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. Just pay me back that money. We don't even have to take it there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. These men gonna know. That's the same thing Cassie told Diddy. He said, look, she said, just give me. He tried to get cocky. And now what happened? Look at him. Look at him, all crunchy. You know what I'm saying? The parties had limited interactions in 2023. In September of 2023, Taylor hired a bookkeeping and accounting service, Busy Bee Accounting Service. See? The money that you thought that you would have probably paid back, it would probably been way cheaper than Busy Bee. Busy Bee for the goddamn tax now. Busy Bee to prepare business books and file the remaining unfiled tax returns for DK4L. Because of the magnitude of the account need, Taylor had to hire an additional. Oh my God. So it's Busy Bee and Division. So she got two of them now looking at you. See, you probably could have got away with just her eye. Now you done made the girl take a deep dive. She deep diving. She underwater with Busy Bee and Envision. See now what you gonna do. Looking crunchy. It says Walker ignored communications and Taylor was left to deal with the accounting services alone. Yeah, you shouldn't have ignored her. That's the person you keep in contact with. I don't care if you call every 5 days to say, look, I'm still broke. Still keep in contact. You know what I mean? They don't learn. The parties had limited interactions in 2024. In November of 2024, Taylor had DK4L LLC's attorney reach out yet again to Ken regarding the taxes, and Walker finally responded and said he couldn't afford to pay the taxes but would sign a promissory agreement if Taylor would pay the total tax liability LLC. Now, he basically said, all right, look, go ahead and pay it off. You know what I'm saying? And I will sign something to let you know that I'm going to pay half of everything that you paid off. She's still looking out for this man, trying to keep it out of the media. You got to give it to her, bro. Because y'all be quick to say, oh, the girls be want to just slaughter a black man. No. This is an example of a black woman really looking out for a black man so far. So far, so good. That's all I can say, y'all. I'm just being honest. The attorney drew up a promissory agreement and sent it to Walker, but then he stopped communicating yet again, with Taylor and the attorney only to reach out weeks later, in December 2024, to complain about Taylor reactivating her old personal snap. See, Ken, man, y'all get distracted. Y'all get distracted. The Snapchat has nothing to do with her money that you owe her, bro. Simple. You owe her. You owe her bread. Her Snapchat, y'all wasn't making money off Snapchat when y'all was together, so what's she doing on her Snapchat? You know what I mean? Don't got nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? She with her boyfriend. The hell you talking about? You can't be doing that. Now listen. Personal Snapchat page that was previously named after both Taylor and Walker and the potential revenue that Taylor might receiving. Okay? Taylor paid the state of Georgia $339 for 2021 state taxes and $340 for 2022 state taxes on or around September 11th of 2024. Taylor also paid the IRS 11 bands on or around November of 2024, which equaled half of DK4L LLC's outstanding tax debt. Taylor was waiting on an executed promissory note to pay the remaining IRS balance of $11,000, but it was never received. Walker continues to cry broke, stating that he had to move back in with his mother. And that's his mama house that I just reacted to? With him and his new girlfriend? What's his girlfriend name? Justice, right? Like Poetic Justice, ain't it Justice? That's his mama house? Huh? That's his mama house? Dead serious? All right, let's keep going. Walker continues to cry broke, stating that he had to move back in with his mother and feign an inability to pay Taylor back for the money he stole. However, Walker received approximately $237,500, as did Taylor, for the sale of their jointly owned real estate in 2023, and Walker continued. Hold on, time the fuck out. This man had almost $500,000 damn dollars. Ken, you had almost $500,000. Why you don't pay that girl her money, man? You never know if you was gonna ever need a loan from that girl. Shawty, you messing up. You mean to tell me you had $237,500 from the home? You had $220-some-thousand from just the lump sum of the DK4L being split, and you can't give her bread? Come on, shawty. Y'all gotta. This can't be real. I can't. What? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Ain't no way. Oh, he was over there chilling. And he continues to live a luxury lifestyle on social media, and the views from the post, whether real or fake, garner views that correlate to income. So Walker has and does have the means to repay Taylor the money he stole and to cover the tax liabilities on state and federal level. Now, I will say this, dear. His views is not, his views ain't your views. So whatever you thinking he probably should correlate to income, you probably want to have that. Cut that in half. You know what I'm saying? Because his, I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? But he still owe her. You know what I mean? And I mean, at the end of the day, I'm getting through the chart. But so far, so good. He just owes her. Now, listen, you don't gotta like Dearra. Hell, you ain't even gotta like Ken. But you gotta like this paperwork. And the paperwork is clearly stating that he had already admitted to owing this girl some bread. And y'all know good and damn well, but Dearra ain't gonna come to no internet with nothing unless you owe some bread. That's it. That's all. I mean, like, what the fuck? But anyway, hold on. Walker acted in a way that he knew was in the best interest and failed to act in a manner that he believed to be the best interest of DK4L, LLC, or Taylor. Further, Walker's actions were not made with the care that an ordinarily prudent person would take under similar circumstances. Walker's decisions to cheat on Taylor multiple times, his decisions to act inappropriately with women in multiple occasions, along with his refusal to make content after his bad behavior went viral in 2020, ruined the fundamental brand of the DK4L LLC. Now listen, I did see a lot of people saying they've been broke up. Why is she still talking about it? I'm going to explain that, okay? It has to show that he jeopardized, okay? She has to show that it was something that he jeopardized. This is why people have prenups and things like that, okay? Or whatever. How you gonna be mad that you're broke now, but you jeopardized your financial security by cheating? The control was on you. So she ain't trying to bring it up. I'm pretty sure she don't want to bring up their relationship, but she has to be able to speak to that to let him know, look, bro, he couldn't make the correct decisions at all. So what makes you think he gonna make the correct decisions now? She has to show that, y'all. So it has nothing to do with her being bitter. At least that's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. This is just a case of a grown man fumbling. That's just all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? But they was the reason. Let me explain. It's Ali said, why do they still have a joint account anyway? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. They have a brand. No matter that they broke up. Listen. Some people get into have a couples channel. They didn't just have a couples channel. They had a couples brand. Meaning that, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of money going into their couples channel. So what she was about to allow, and this is why I'm saying she was dope from the way that I'm interpreting this, even though they broke up, she was going to let the channels just stay up. And let it, and you know niggas was going to, because I would have watched some of them travel vlogs. It would have still made money. But here's the thing. Ken didn't even allow the money to get made before he was taking it that quick. So she was still about to allow the channels to be up. So she kept a joint account. So therefore, all the revenue from the DK4L LLC went straight to the joint account that they both had access to. So that's why they did it, because it was a business perspective. It had nothing to do with personal shit. And that's what people got to start understanding, bro. She was still really giving this man a lot of grace. I ain't even gonna hold you. Some women want to just basically just come to a dissolution to all of that. You know what I'm saying? In her thing, she's like, you know what? We can still make money. Both of us. We'll leave the channels up. It'll go straight to the LLC. You know what I'm saying? What we'll do is we'll split this lump sum, $220,000 a piece. We'll keep almost 80 bands in that account. You know what I'm saying? Just in case we got to pay whoever we got to pay and the taxes and all that. See, if you would have left that alone, these taxes that she want back right now would have been coming out of their joint account. But he took it all. So that's what y'all got to understand. So it really has nothing to do with her being bitter. But what it do have me to do is like, damn, they was making some bank, dog. You feel me? Now, let's keep going. Walker admitted, and y'all got to understand this stuff. Walker admitted that while he still had access to the DK4L LLC business account, and after he had already received his agreed upon share of profits, which was $220,000. Now you got to understand, this $220,000 is different from that $246,000 that they got from the real estate, from the house that they was about to get. You know what I'm saying? So they got, this is another one. So he had damn near $500,000, bro. $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Walker admitted that while he still had access to the blah, 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 agreement that the parties made. They decided, hold on. I don't want to miss nothing. Hold on. They decided to separate. They did, okay? And stop making new content. Walker willfully, secretly, and unlawfully took money from the DK4L LLC's account for the purpose of covering his own personal living expenses, including but not limited to cars, a vast amount of club outings, luxury trips, high-end clothing, and jewelry. After the payout, Walker no longer had the right to take any ownership in the money remaining in that account. In other words, that money that was remaining in that mug was just supposed to stay there and accumulate, basically. You know what I mean? Unless it was some staff or it was some type of business that had to be done with the LLC or the DK4L brand, that money was just to stay there for a safeguard for them, for taxes and for everything else. You feel what I mean? But he dipped into it. All right? It says Walker's use of the stolen money for his personal living expenses made it unlikely for DK4L LLC and Taylor to recover the money. Walker intentionally took the money from the DK4L LLC's account with no intention of putting the money back. Walker's theft caused DK4L LLC's account to be underfunded and caused the plaintiff Taylor to have to use her personal money to cover the liabilities of the DK4L LLC. So what I also get from this is that his theft not only did he take money, but when she says the account is now underfunded, it seems like it is not even that good. Is in the negatives. You feel me? Or whatever like that. So it's kind of like, damn, I mean, she's still helping because even in that, she's rectifying all these situations with her money, and all he got to do is pay her back on the flip, which is really her doing him a favor. Anyway, he says Walker's actions were the direct and proximate cause of DK4L LLC's and Taylor's financial damages in an amount to be established by the evidence presented at trial. Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 43 of this complaint as if fully set forth herein. You know what I'm saying? It also says Walker used his legal access to willfully, secretly, and unlawfully take money that was specifically left in the DK4L LLC account to cover business expenses and payroll and other obligations from that account over a year, and instead use that money for his own personal living expenses after he had already received $220,000 as a payout of his share profits. Now, this is the thing that's a little bit aggravating. I know that he said in here that a lot of this might have been medical expenses. Or he was saying that he used money for medical expenses. I'm not denying that he did not have a heart issue and stuff like this. But what I am saying is that from what it looks like, from all of the things that Dearra did to help this man, I have to honestly say, if he ever I feel like if he ever really had a personal situation to where like he needed some medical expenses and he needed money, I'm almost willing to bet you cash money she would have gave it to that man. You know what I'm saying? So it was really no need for you to do this. I really feel like if you was in financial straits, I think that she would have been open-minded to be able to draw up something to would have been able to help you. But now what you did is you're going to end up paying way more money than you ever had to do. I'm pretty sure she would have hooked that bitch up for you, bro. Like, seriously, I mean, like, at the end of the day, she was already giving you grace. So I think if you would have really went to her, you know what I'm saying, and would have been like, look, D, you know what I mean? I just had this surgery. I'm drowning. You see the numbers. I ain't making money like you are, man. I'm in financial straits. Is there any way that you can yada, yada, yada? She probably would have said something like, yo, we got to draw this up because you know Dearra's going to be about her bread. And I ain't blaming her for that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But this was crazy. There was no reason for that. You know what I mean? After the payout and all of that, let me see. Walker never made any payments, but instead continued to acknowledge his obligation to pay and make excuses for why he wouldn't pay and why he needed more time to pay. Taylor was patient and gave Walker plenty of opportunities and time to repay the debt, but Walker abused Taylor's kindness and patience. Walker's failure to return the money he stole from the account constitutes as a breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? Walker's breach of contract has caused Taylor significant financial harm, as she had to use her own personal money to cover liabilities and responsibility of DK4L. Now listen, I know a lot of people going to say, well, she ain't got no financial harm. Yes, it is. Shit. If somebody owe me $10, they cause me financial harm. I don't care what none of y'all say. And the type of money she's talking about is definitely financial harm. I don't care if I got it or not. And that's what y'all got to stop doing. Y'all got to start taking the personal emotions out of this stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with personal emotions. You know what I mean? That's damn well upwards to 20 bands. And if you add the money that was stole out of the rest of the DK auto part, that's almost 100K. That's almost 100K. Hell yeah, it caused me financial harm. I mean, for real. If you owe me $45 right now, it's causing me financial harm. Because you know what? I could buy eggs, milk, and all of that stuff. So that alone, it caused me financial harm. Say whatever you want to say. That's just the way it is. Owe me some money if you want to. Yeah, you know what I mean? Taylor's entitled to damages, you know what I'm saying, pursuant to the OCGA. As Walker's actions were the direct and proximate cause of DK4L LLC's Taylor financial damages in the amount to be established by the evidence presented at trial. You feel me? So far, everything that she presented is on the up and up. I don't care what nobody says. Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in the paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? I through 43 of this complaint as if fully set forth herein. You know what I mean? It says Taylor was harmed by Walker's unjust enrichment. Come on, words. Because the money Walker took from the DK4L LLC account was earmarked for liabilities and responsibilities of the business, and Taylor had to use her personal money to cover those expenses because DK4L LLC account did not have enough money to cover them after Walker's withdrawals. I mean, how you didn't think she was going? You was dating this woman. You knew she was going to be able to see this. If she was able to sniff out you cheating, you knew she was going to be able to sniff out her money. The fuck, you know, women love that money. That cheating, if she was able to sniff that out, she was going to sniff out them funds, boy. Straight like that. All right, let's see what else they got to say. It's about to wrap up. It's 22 pages. We on number 20. Walker knew he was receiving a benefit he was not entitled to, and that Taylor would expect him to replace the money once she discovered the withdrawals. Plaintiff Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 43 of this complaint as if fully set forth herein. Walker's actions were committed with a specific intent to cause harm as contemplated by the statute. As Taylor is entitled to recover punitive damages because Walker's wrongful conduct, as outlined herein, constitute an intentional tort and demonstrate specific intent, malice, fraud, wantonness. Shit, come on, wantonness, and oppression, all within the meaning of the statute. Walker's theft and refusal to repay the money that he stole and refusal to pay his share of DK4L tax liabilities despite multiple opportunities and an extended period of time to pay caused Taylor to file this lawsuit and incur unnecessary litigation expenses. Now, in layman's terms, she didn't want to have to do this. She didn't want to have to do this. Since 2022, she's been trying to work with this man off camera with lawyers to where there's no back and forth. All it would have took is lawyers to get it done. She tried to do it 2 years later. Now I need my money. Especially, now I know a lot of people are going to hate me for what I say. Because I seen the comments. Oh, she just mad because he popped out with his girl. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. She been had a man. You feel what I'm saying? What she's mad at is her money. And y'all got to separate that. And it ain't her fault that her timing came with the filing. You feel me? It ain't her fault, bro. Y'all got to stop with that stuff. That's what it's all about. It ain't got nothing to do with no good. You feel me? It got everything to do with that money. You feel me? Because I would want it. Shoot. Straight up. Hell yeah. And then when you go back and she started looking back. And she started looking back at that accountant. And she like, hold on. Didn't he have the nerve to be stealing? When we was still together and he was cheating, I had to forgave him. Oh no. I would have had Busy B typing too. You feel me? Y'all got to take y'all emotions out of it. Men do it. A man would have, look at 50. He do it. Men to do it to women. Nah, let her get her money. Nah, he need that. She need that. Especially when I knew he had a half a million. Man, he had $500,000. And he got a girl that work in the hospital. Nah, he can give her that. He can give her that bread, man. You got to give her that bread. Now, let's see. All right, so because Walker's bad faith conduct forced Taylor to file this lawsuit. She said it. Bro, I tried to do this to you independently. I tried to work this out with you, just me and you. You started ignoring me. You started ducking me. Then you gonna come back and you want to start trying to look at some shit that don't got nothing to do with you, my Snapchat? Come on, bro. You know we didn't have none of this. Come on, so I'm trying to help you. And then you want to come at me for some bread? Oh, no. I don't blame Dearra. Now, this is one time I'm on her side. Sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's I done read the whole goddamn thing. Now, I'm going to look at Ken. I'm going to see what Ken got to say. I tried to keep all of this for your video. You feel me or whatever? But this is crazy. I feel like she more than helped that man, bro. I mean, anybody with some common sense would know that. You know what I mean? She spared that dude. Now, look, we about to get into his video because we going to be fair. We going to see what everybody had to say. But right now, Ken, you tripping. I would have been had that girl her money. Shoot. Now you finna have to owe a whole bunch of stuff. Now you got to pay for court costs. And I know Busy B them probably found way more money. Busy B finna have your ass. Busy B. Now you finna have to pay all that type of stuff. All that. Yeah, I know that. Hold on, this document. I want the document. Hold on. Yeah, man, Busy B about to get your ass. Shoot. Busy B about to get your ass. That's all you can say about that. All right, let's find Ken. Let's see what Ken about to talk about. Come on now. All
right, let's go ahead and address it.
Yeah, let's address it, bro, because we got a lot. We got Busy B, enrichment. We got you just series cheater. Come on, Ken. Let's see what you got going on, y'all. All right, we about to see what Ken got to say, y'all. Hold on, let's get into it.
All right, let's go ahead and address this really quickly. First of all, good morning. It's too early for this. But anyway.
If I was you, I wouldn't be thinking about the morning. I would be thinking about how I'm going to get these funds back. You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and address a couple things. Number one, the $40,000 regarding the car. Came to the end agreement after we had a number of conversations about it. You keep the car. We break even on the loan. The car's valued like $43,000. The loan was $40,000. We break even. Boom.
Okay, yeah, that's what the agreement was. But she said you took the whole $40,000, Ken. With her $20,000. That's 20 right there that we going through. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with the taxes, which is $11,000. That's 33. That ain't got nothing to do with the state taxes that she filed on the channel. That was $320 some for 2022, and she said $300 some for 2024. So she got that. That's another 100. Ken, you behind? Okay, you talking about the car? Maybe you gonna get to it. Let's wait.
Never heard about it since. You got a bill of sale. You got the title to the car. Everything. Cool. That was it. Regarding the bank account, again, extensive text messages regarding this. We had a phone call after all our conversations, December 12th at 4 p.m. I think in 2022 this was. Again, this is in text messages. We had a number of conversations on it. People on your team said, hey, you file this personal income, pay the taxes on it. Cool. Never talked about it since. Everything else, Snapchat, the YouTube videos, whatever. It's like, I thought we moved past this years ago.
That's all of it? That's all he said? What the rest of what he said? Was that it? No, for real. Y'all sent me this. This is all of it? Because he ain't speak on nothing else. What text messages? No, bro. That's all? You spoke on the car. Hold on. Zion me. Stop laughing at me. Hey, stop laughing at me. That's all it was? That's it? That's all? Ken, you might as well not said nothing. You might as well not said nothing, bro, because what the fuck? That was it? Where's another? Somebody said it's another video. Where the video at? Give me the rest of it. Nah, Queen said it's another video, but everybody else said that song. Queen, where you see your video at? Come on. Because that was all on this story that I seen. Somebody else got something else? I know y'all lying to me. I know it got to be more to the story. That was it? Kenneth Walker. Kenneth W. I know they ain't it, bro. Don't say that. See, this is what I hate with men. Cause see, not this girl when he got Busy Bee and Enrichment to go on some and to do a deep dive. Then you gonna bring up text messages. Don't make this girl spill out text messages. Cause see, that's one thing about Dearra. One thing I will say, she had that paperwork go in. Don't say that. Don't wake up the beast, Kenneth. Just go ahead and get you y'all work out something. Call her now. Before it get bad. Call her now and say, Dear, I got a plan. You know what I mean? Don't poke the beast when you don't got to. Don't let your pride and your ego fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's clear. You know what I mean? It's clear. You might be able to save a couple bands if you just go ahead and act accordingly. You feel me? Golly, that's it, Jack. So yeah, I mean, he talked about the car. He talked about the Tesla. But he ain't talking about the DK4L account. He ain't talking about it. Kenneth left it like that. Kenneth said, hey, look, we talked about it in numerous text messages. In them text messages, he probably like, D, I'm going to pay you. You know, I got you, boo. I promise you. I got you. Kenneth, you ain't looking good to the new one. You know what I mean? You all over here doing vlogs and shit looking crazy. Hey, don't do that. For real, it's too late for a plan now. You ain't gonna be able to get no plan no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure now she want everything. You know what I'm saying? She ain't worried. She ain't finna talk to you no more. You didn't take her good faith seriously. You know what I mean? I want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments. Hey, man, y'all stay tuned. We finna get into